Don't you just hate it when your enemy lands just before you, grabs a gun you wanted and shoots you in the face? Well, so do I, and that's why I made this video, so I can show you the secret to dropping fast and hitting the ground first. Now of course there are other guides on this, but I find that every time I watch them they just don't go into enough detail. So I've worked this out myself, and I'm going to be showing you how to choose a location, when to drop, and finally how to drop, so you land first every time. Mad guys, so if this video helps you out, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when I post a new video. Awesome, thanks everyone, let's drop right in. The first step is to decide where you are going fast, not like this guy. If you decide too late, your enemy is already dropping and they have already beaten you there. Now I'm not going to go too deep into where to go in this video. I'll be making a separate video later which explains the best places to land in order to win, and I'll add a link in the description later. But for now, just choose somewhere you like, or just wait for your teammates to suggest somewhere. Okay, so once you've finally decided where to go, you now need to work out when to go. The best way to do this is to ping the location down to the exact building entrance you want to land at. And if you don't know where these are, just practice and over time you'll learn them. So ping the entrance and drop when you are exactly 900 meters away. 500 meters away? Okay, so what do I do? Right, so picking the drop distance is the hardest part about dropping. If you drop too late or too early, you'll not get there first. Now obviously if your destination is right below you or very close to the start, you want to drop immediately, but otherwise I've found that generally dropping around 700 to 800 meters away is good. But there are 3 things you need to consider before dropping. The first thing is the plane trajectory, the second thing is the elevation of your destination, and finally if there are any mountains in your path. So for plane trajectory, if your plane is heading towards your destination rapidly, then drop closer to 700 meters. But if the plane is really slowly closing the gap or not closing the gap at all, you want to jump closer to 1000 meters in order to get there first. Now with elevation, you'll notice some locations are really low on the map, such as the low side of bunker, and some are really high, like repulsor. So in general, the lower the location, the closer to 800 or 850 meters you want to drop. If there are mountains in the way, it's best to drop earlier and take a path around them, but if that's not possible, drop later so you can speed towards the mountain, skim the top and then dive straight over it. Now there's probably a lot of opinions on when to drop, so I've set up a poll in the cards section, which is up at the top right, so you can vote when you think the best time is to drop. Right, okay, so now for the part you've all been waiting for. How to drop. So aim at your destination, then point your mouse almost straight down. Jump, hold W, and drop almost vertically at the start until you hit about 145 to 150, then pull up and go horizontal. Now you should be staying around 140 to 145 as much as possible by constantly moving in a wave-like motion. If your destination is close, you probably want to lift your speed to around 145 to 150. Now I've seen others say to drop to 135, but I tried this and others landed before me. So 140 to 145 for me is the sweet spot. Also don't aim or move straight down. Rather aim on a diagonal 45-degree angle so you don't dive too steeply. When you are nearing your destination and you are too high, build up speed by aiming straight down and then slowly moving your mouse so you go horizontal, sort of like a parabola. Here's a schematic of what I just described. Now the last thing I need to mention is the further away you are from the target, the more you'll need to go horizontal and hold it, dropping a bit more speed before going down again. If you're about 900 to 1000 meters away, you probably want to drop your speed to 135 before you start diving again. Now the main thing to remember here is to keep your speed up. If your speed is high and you jumped at the right time, you'll get there first every time. Awesome guys, I love that you tuned in for another video and I really hope this helps you. If it did help, please make sure to hit the like button. I make these videos to help others improve their game, so if you know someone else who needs to know how to drop like a pro, then please send them this video. I'll be releasing a video Friday every week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to turn on notifications so you never miss another pro tip video. Cool, before you go, leave me a comment on your strategy for selecting a place to land. I'm going to be making a video on this for next week, and if I like what you have to say, I'll feature you in the video. Awesome! Thanks guys, I'm Blake Unlively, and I will see you on the battlefield.